Welcome back to a new video. So this is my Friday, Saturday, and Sunday sessions. On Friday, because Thursday, I don't think I trained much at all, if I did much of anything, but decided to do some snatch balances, which I haven't done in a while, and some front squat plus jerk. I was able to get up to 125 in the snatch balance, and then missed 150 the first time I did a front squat plus jerk, and I was able to make it on the second one. So I was pretty happy with that. But I think that kind of added to extra fatigue to the Saturday session and made it not as nice as it could be. But Saturday still went okay. I was able to get up to 115 in the snatch. I missed 120 close a couple times and then just stopped at 140 in the clean and jerk. I don't think I had much more in the tank on that day. The next day, I worked up to 105 in the snatch. I missed 110. I felt weird catching on my shoulder. Felt a little crunch, so I didn't want to retry it and, do something. Nothing hurts right now, but I think it was just because it was just not in the proper position, or it was just, too far out in front, so I just missed it, but don't really like that feeling, or at least that crunching noise. So most would like to avoid that if I can. Then did some power clean push press, got up to 120, and it moved really easy, so I was happy with that. I also tried something on Sunday to where I essentially just started to lift faster. So normally I would have, a longer countdown as I'm like preparing to start the lift. What I did on Sunday was essentially just stand above the bar. Once I counted to 3, put my hands on the bar, adjust 1, 2, and then count to 3 and then go. So much significantly faster than what I had before, which probably won't really be able to tell with the clips of it, because I usually, I cut all that preamble off because who wants to watch me, stand and hold the bar and do nothing. But I felt like that felt good. I did it even for the power clean and jerks. It's definitely something I'll have to continue to work more. I don't think it contributed to the miss or anything like that, but it definitely, was different. So I think it'll be something that would just be good to do, just to, not waste time setting up as much and thinking a little bit less before I start, kind of getting that one critical thought of, extending or finishing or whatever it is. And then just trying to, I missed 110 the first time on that Saturday. That's where I kind of knew like I was not really feeling the absolute best on it, but just trying to, cut down that preamble of the lift. Then decided to do some back squats, did some doubles, building up to 190, and then essentially did them like back to back. Like I didn't really rest much between 70 and 190 with the doubles, and then took a bit of a break to redo the wraps to do 210 for a single and then 230 for a single, which I feel like 230 beltless, which I did all the reps on Sunday beltless. I feel like 230 is the most I've done without a belt, although I feel like I might have done it before. I definitely think I've done 225 and 100% sure I've done 220. But it's like weird variations like that. Like I'm not going to necessarily, like what did I do with sleeves or with wraps or with a belt or without a belt? Like without a belt, it's definitely is a difference. I definitely get some help from it. And if I was going to do a 1 rep max of a clean jerk, a clean jerk, a jerk, push press, even a press or a squat, front or back, like I would definitely want a belt on to get the most, out of what my body can do. But doing it without a belt, I actually felt, I honestly was surprised because I, had plenty of energy today. It wasn't as if like I didn't feel like not training or anything, but I definitely, once I missed that 110 snatch, I was like, all right, it might just be fatigued from the last couple days of training, but ended up squatting pretty well. Then after actually the Sunday session, so this is the start of the Sunday session, but I also took smaller jumps in the snatch, so I did, I guess, more volume in that regard. After I did the exercise that you'll see in the video, did some hypertrophy work for the biceps, triceps, shoulders, I guess technically chest, but just got a really nice good pump in the shoulders with rear delt flies and external rotators, kind of honestly partial range of motion. I did a lot of reps, but I just focused on just moving that muscle a little bit, and then once I did externals and reverse flies, I then did tricep extensions, bicep curls. And when I do tricep extensions, essentially that wood shelf that you see in front of me, I have a band, and I just stand and do overhead extensions facing the YB normal sign and all of that. And then I faced back the other way and did rear delt fly, or no, face pulls, and I guess I did some technically chest flies as well, but my chest is strong enough where I don't really get much of an effect from doing chest flies with the resistance band. I have 2 different bands right now. I actually ordered and got some more just because I had some, it's like $12 or whatever, but just to have some attachments for the legs potentially. Because it's really honestly my favorite way to do like upper body accessories, really just, light accessories, because I'm not worried about trying to, load a barbell to do tricep extensions or something like that. And I can just do really high reps. And I feel like you can just kind of, I don't know. I think it's something that I got from when I played baseball. I used to do a lot of band work when I played to like warm up and cool down. So I kind of just like the feeling of that, especially for the shoulders. I feel like it just is a really easy way to get a lot of specific work and whatever, I guess not even just shoulders, but triceps and biceps as well. But squats, like I said, felt good. So hammering through these doubles. This is the last one I did. Once I did this one, I was like, all right, I gotta refocus to do 210. Obviously, it moved fine, but like I felt like I didn't know if I had more. But also, knee wraps weren't like, they loosen as I train. So usually, if I'm doing like a really heavy session, I'll just redo them between heavier sets. And I hadn't redone them before that 110, so I redid it there, and then just kind of took a little bit longer before I got to the 210. So then did that 230 there, but. Tomorrow, planning on doing some block snatches, assuming everything feels fine, and just really trying to hammer all the little things. I think that's something I need to continue to improve on is hammering mobility, making sure sleep is always something that I think anyone can try to improve, but just trying to make sure that the sleep is on point, drinking enough water, all the little things, but just trying to hammer more mobility. I think that's something that I need to be more dedicated to, especially because, I'm about 240. So my body is just going to need more of it to maintain it, but also to hopefully improve it a little bit. So I'm not really that bound, but just to make sure that I'm as mobile as possible. But a couple days of, training and, didn't get up to the heaviest numbers I wanted in the snatch and clean jerk, but kind of just resetting and taking, more volume in some of the lifts. And seeing if I can, just build back a little bit, and not even like, like a full reset, but just, hopefully, with the block snatches tomorrow, getting some volume in and just working on some things and, just trying to do the little things better, like I said. But anywho, that's going to be it for this one. If you made this point, I appreciate it. And yeah, talk to you all the next one. Peace.